I'd just been in for an interview for the BBC to direct a Shakespeare on film, and I saw that there were about 80 roles for men and almost none for women. And I was shocked at how much work was not going to girls at that time. So I thought, okay, jobs for the girls.
There's a tremendous amount of female talent that doesn't get to exercise its muscles because the pieces aren't there. And then the other level, of course, is kind of the current zeitgeist, especially with the potential in the States of having our first female president, of looking at expanding the experience of women. And in this particular instance, it's on stage.
I wasn't that keen on single gender theatre before I worked with Phillida, but there was something about the way she was talking about it that felt very different. And for me, it's opened up the fact that an actor's an actor. If you could imagine a man now was somebody from hundreds of years ago, why couldn't you make that journey with a woman? So part of it for me is about this vast, vast, vast resource of women that we have, of talent actually, that goes to waste.
What we wanted to do was give as many actresses as possible a chance to get out of, literally get out of the kitchen, get out of the sort of the romantic as well, and the domestic.
We wanted to tackle things that women normally don't get to tackle, to do with power and conflict and philosophy and the big ideas, which Shakespeare just doesn't practically ever give to the women.
It's been amazing actually. It was 2012 that we first did Julius Caesar at the Donmar, so it was a long time ago, and I sort of had some small parts. I was doing a lot of different parts, and so I feel like I've grown a lot and learnt a lot over this time.
Henry IV was my first professional job. I've learnt a lot, not just about this industry, but also in terms of what it takes to put on a production like this. It's been really, really, really special and just the most incredible opportunity, certainly for me.
When we did it in New York, which was the first time I played Falstaff, I think it was about the third preview, and I found myself quite close to tears. And I didn't have much time, and I was trying to work out what the hell it was that was going through my system. And it was clearly a particularly Falstaff-friendly audience. I was incredibly moved by the power of that reaction to a character, because it was the first time that I'd ever felt it. And I found myself realising this is what it's like to play a great part, and realising that I hadn't quite ever played one.
I'm convinced that were Shakespeare here today, he would be saying, shake it up, guys. The world has changed so much. He'd be urging us to rip it up, change it, and say, look, you know, if I'd known that there was going to be this freedom for women and such a diverse world, I'd have done rewrites there and then.